Today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Netflix, and if you ask me what my opinion is on Netflix, you also have to tell me the time frame, because I have different setups for different time frames. For example, if you look at the weekly chart in Netflix, there was a setup via the weekly chart, which was a big old two-step pattern into support that came in anywhere between this 264 to 274 area. Okay, so it was a relatively wide zone, but it was from some pretty large swings. It came from taking 100% of this first swing down, projecting it from the lower high. That gave you the high end of support around that 274 area. There was also an extension of this major low to high swing that came in below at 264.04. And then there's also a retracement of a prior swing. We had the 618. So that was the zigzag or two-step pattern. Now in the bigger picture, if this pattern continues to hold up, the potential is always going to be the 1272 extension. So on a weekly time frame, my last setup was a buy. So on that time frame, I'm bullish against this last low. Then if you go down to a daily chart, it's a different story. Because if you look at the daily chart, we've got a bearish pattern of lower lows and lower highs recently. We have price below the 200 simple and the 50 simple moving average, and you also are in a sell mode with the 5 below the 13. And there's resistance from this bearish pattern. So on the daily chart, there are other trades, and they're all valid. But on this time frame, we'd be looking at either a short against this 322, 325 area, or a short against 335, 338, 44. Okay, both of the setups are valid. It just depends on what time frame you're trading. And to confuse you even further, not really, but just to show you what why you have to decide the time frame. If you look at a 30-minute chart, if that's the time frame that you're trading, then there's another buy setup. So in this case, you can see that since this last low was made, there was a shift in pattern to higher highs and higher lows on this particular time frame. So if this is the time frame that you're trading, then what you'd look at is a pullback within this uptrend. And the two areas that stand out as far as possible support, 305.86 to 308.48, or where this other larger symmetrical projection comes in from this prior decline at 300.30. Okay, so you have to take this work from one decision to the next. So for example, if you took a short against this resistance, then you have to watch the 30-minute support, and obviously if you took a short, you want it to blow through that support. And if it doesn't, you may want to ditch the short, and so on. So there's multiple decisions in all of these all of the time, depending on what time frame that you're looking at. So one of the things that you definitely have to decide is what time frame are you trading, because if you're trading this one, you're looking at the buy side waiting for a trigger. If you're trading this one, you're looking at the sell side, and I believe actually there may have already been some short-term triggers there. See, yeah, 15-minute chart did fire off a sell trigger. Okay, so choose your time frame and then go with the risk parameters.